Stowski, who won 98 games during our event. Congratulations. Keep it up, and we'll see you for more event action in 2K23.
It's your boy Dan Rube. Many of you guys know me from doing dances throughout the few years. They put my jump shot in the game like 2 years ago, so everybody did my jump shot because it's wet. Don't be jealous. Did your jump shot in the game?
No.
Exactly.
Professor, what do you think of NBA 2K23 so far?
It was dope. Right away looking at it, you could see the graphic upgrades. You know, like sometimes in the past people be like, oh, it's 2K, it's always pretty good. But like, this one was exceptional. Right when I looked at it, I had like double take. I'm like, this is a real game? Like,
Okay guys, start that
Number 49. At center, at 7 feet, number 4, Mitchell Robinson. At the point guard position, at 6'3", number 13, the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 50. At the other guard, 6'1", number 45, Donovan Mitchell. The head coach of your home team, let's hear it for the Boston Celtics.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. GA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Marcus Smart stands 6'3", but he said, I can guard bigs, so I started making a joke. I'm a stretch 6. Forget a stretch 5. My teammates loved it, and it just stuck with me. He added, I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so I've been up against bigger guys. For me, that means nothing. Kevin?
Stretch 6. I love that. Great stuff, David. Thank you. Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. They've got Nikola Jokic. The general is out there with Williamson. And it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Green in at the 2 spot. And for the Celtics, Rivers out there with Barber. Then there's Payton. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Mitchell in at the 2 guard spot. For teams with a lot of new players, Greg, this time of year can be a real challenge.
Sure can. And just getting on the same page takes some time. And then you have to build that trust. Weathering the storms together will help you do that.
And so off the tip, it's Boston. Now here's Payton. And there's the pass to Barber. No good on the triple. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
They take on a team they knocked out of the playoffs last season in the conference semis. And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
And it's sent back by Jokic. They get it back. Clock at 6 for 3. Mitchell. It's rebounded by Indiana. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Here's Peyton after the made shot from the general. To the middle. Here's Barber. That's good. And it's Peyton with the assist.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now, here's Mitchell. 32 points for him last game against Atlanta.
And it wasn't only his scoring. The intensity on defense. He nabbed 3 steals that night.
Here's Gazevicius. It's a 5-point game. Passes it to Jokic. Here's Gazevicius. Lets it go from deep. And Indiana, another 3.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Peyton. He played real well against Atlanta in that last game. Here's Rivers, and then Rivers with the dunk.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And night in and night out, you can always count on Jokic to bring it. He is a special, special talent.
Mitchell kicks to Peyton. Pass to Robinson. That's in, coming off an assist from Peyton.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Pacers leading by 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Gazevicius. What a tremendous game he played against Toronto. Bucket is good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Green against Mitchell. Heat. The shot will not fall. So Indiana will take it the other way. Pass to the general. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And that's 12 points for the general. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and you really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Peyton against Irving. The pass to Kester. Back to Peyton. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
The shot's good from the general.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Celtics trail by 11. Feeds it to Peyton. Over Irving. Peyton, good. Peyton's got his second basket of the game.
If you're waiting for him to miss, he's that open, you're going to be in for him. Wait.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And here is Johnson following the 3 from the general. Peyton passes to Johnson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Dishes it to Ayton. And the shot goes down.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Peyton outside. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Peyton's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And So it's Indiana enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their transition game has been in full effect. We come back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Indiana.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Something else they've done right from the get-go tonight is run. So much of their offense coming on the fast break.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. We've got Jaren Jackson. He's out there with Ayton. The General is out there with Simmons. And it's Giddey in at the shooting guard. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the General, in his last time out against the Raptors, put on a show. Picked up 58 points, and he was really dialed in from three-point land, making a lot of long ones. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it. He took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
And we've heard some talk, Greg, about the possibility of NBA expansion. What do you think about that?
Kevin, I think it would be great for the league. I mean, I played in Seattle for a season. I know they would love to have a team back in the great Northwest.
Jones checked in for the Pacers. And the Pacers another three.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 13-point game. Here's Sosa. Pacers with the rebound. In the corner, Simmons with it. Passes it to the General. From downtown. And no, that doesn't go. He's made 8, but that's his third miss. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Such a wide open look. Porter's got 6.
See, you have got to be in the space of Otto Porter coming off the screen, or he will make you pay.
Here's Kasevicius. 21 points in the game. And the basket by Jones.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Sosa, guarded by Simmons. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Indiana leading by 10. To the paint, here's Jones. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Jones. So Boston ends up going with the new group. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Barber. A shot off that time, and Indiana will come the other way. Green, the pass to the General. And here's Irving.
2 minutes.
Here's Kasevicius.
2 minutes.
Inside. And the basket by Jones. Jones has got the lead up to 14 now for Indiana.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Mitchell. 1:39 left in the first half. That one a little long.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And the dunk by Williams.
Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
Boston's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Mitchell looking it over. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Robinson pulls it in.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
2 points. That one goes.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Green, the pass to the general. Kicks it to Irving. Pass to the general. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 5 assists in the game.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Now, here is Robinson. An 11-point game for him in the win against Atlanta. Here's Payton. And Robinson throws it down low.
What a presence Mitchell Robinson has given this team on the interior. He knows he can be a threat on the offensive glass.
Offensive rebound, Jones. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to lead, no doubt.
Outside, Green. Now the pass to the general. From past the arc. They get it back. A dominating first half of basketball. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And you know the general has been really making it happen, guys.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
They've got Mitchell. Rivers out there with Barber. Then there's Payton. And it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. That's the Boston 5. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pacers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And one of the highlights last year for this team was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And both free throws good for Green. Celtics trail by 19. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Donovan Mitchell is a force offensively, of course, but he knows there's room for work at the other end. He said, I feel the need to really get after it defensively and show that. Watch film on every person I'm guarding. Defense travels. Offense comes and goes. Guys, back to you.
He's never satisfied, and I love that about him, D.A. Thanks. It's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Mitchell against Green. Mitchell dishes to Rivers. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. Lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. We've heard the calls for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this offseason came a lot of opportunity.
And Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront. And I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive.
Johnson attacking, and it's denied.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Count it. Simmons got his first 2 points of the night.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
They need this. It's sent back down by Simmons.
An excellent defender, whether Simmons is in the post or roaming the perimeter. He's a shot-blocking threat.
Here's Kasevicius. He's got 26 to the inside. Jackson. Oh, he blocked it. Deflects off the backboard.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Sosa the pass to Castro. Johnson outside. Pass to Barton. Down low. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic. Boston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Porter's checked in for Boston. And a change for the Pacers. Ayton's checked in. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Pacers. In the second half, they've only given up 1 basket coming from the free throw line. And that one's good, Ayton.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a 3, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say he can stretch a defense.
The general passes to Giddey. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
3-second violation. Celtic ball.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. Sosa the pass to Anthony. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Kasevicius. Pass to Ayton. Here's Kasevicius. Shot clock at 5 from outside the arc. They get it again. Indiana moving it around. From deep. It's not going to go for him. Now Boston takes it the other way. Porter passes to Anthony. It's rebounded by the General. The Pacers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. We've got 28 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. He kicks to Ayton. There's Kasevicius. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. The Generals got 5 points in the quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Johnson outside. Puts it up. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And so it's Indiana having no problems at all. Up 29 points ending it. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All of
Pacers have
deciding to change it up.
Shooting for Indiana, Ben Simmons at the line for 1.
On the court right now for the Pacers. They've got the General. Torian Prince is out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Giddey in at the 2. Here's Mitchell. The step-back jumper is good.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell in the mid-range, making great use of what the defense is giving him.
There's Kasevicius to the inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And the basket by Payton.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alden, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
Alright guys. Lang po. Okay, let's game. Nangyari? Hey.
Normally, and me, I have history with 2K. So from 2K7 to 2K12, we did a lot of like the signature moves for a lot of like the NBA All-Stars and stuff like that. So to come back here and be in collaboration is awesome.
The game is actually really smooth. I like it. They slowed it down a little bit. It's more realistic. Until I get in the park and I max out 99 overall, we're going to see what really happens.
Corey, we're here at NBA 2K23 Summer League. How's your Summer League been thus far?
It's dope so far. I just landed, kind of came straight into this, played a game at 2K, and just kind of mingling around and checking out the scene. And it's like good vibes in here, so I'm happy.
You are getting a taste of NBA 2K23 for the first time. What do you think of the gameplay?
Super dope. Like the last one, I was a little like it was a little hard for me on free throws, but this one it seems like they made it a little bit easier for your boy. So I don't know. I'm super hyped. They said it was like an earlier version of the game, so super excited to see where it goes. But so far so good.
Anything else you want to talk about 2K related?
I'm super excited for the new game. I love the covers. I love that like D-Book has his shoe like kind of like the focal point in it. It says "Be Legendary," and I think he's a legend. Just signed like a crazy extension. I love like the women's cover. Love the Michael Jordan cover. You might see some circulate in the new game. Super excited for that. And yeah, like shout out to the whole 2K family and thank you for always having me be a part.
What's up, guys? We're here with Neil, and we are talking NBA 2K23. You recently got into the game since NBA 2K17. What are you excited about for this year's game?
Well, for the first time, I got my face scan.
Yeah.
So I guess getting to play as me and my player, because I usually only play my player. So I guess that, but then also, since I'm from Chicago, I am a Bulls fan. So the legendary version, I think, the cover was MJ, so I'm pretty excited about that too.
Which are my players?
I actually made a center, because my friend told me that it was like the easiest to kind of do.
So you go the easy route?
Yeah. I'm new to basketball, so, you know, I'm just trying to do the easy stuff first.
Well, it looks like you had a great time out there at Summer League.
We had a blast, but it's time to get back to the studio because we've got a game to finish.
Ooh, 2K23 right around the corner. While you were out there in Vegas, I was catching up with some of the dev team to share some insights on NBA 2K23. I can't wait to share it with all of you.
Until then, make sure you're following us on social media. We're at NBA 2K_2KTV.
We'll see you Enjoy the game.
Bye.
Introducing the starting five for your Indiana Pacers. Heading up, 6'2", number 11, Kyrie Irving. At the other guard, 6'4", 0, Jalen Green. The other forward, 6'6", number 1, Zion Williamson. At the other forward, 6'7", number 00.
Hello and welcome to Saturday night with the NBA on 2K Sports. An exciting game on the way. Joined by Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie, it's all yours.
Brian, thanks so much. Ben Simmons has rare passing ability for a player who's 6'11". He said, growing up in Australia, my dad told me to be a team player. It's easy for 5 guys to defend 1 guy. It's hard to guard 5. It's just a natural thing.
And his time playing Australian rules football, he said, helped him too. Thanks, Allie. Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. And for the Pacers, Green out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Zion Williamson. And it's the general in at the 3, the small forward. And Smitty, one thing we've noticed, in an era of small ball, some teams are going big again.
They are, BA. It's all about matchups and creating mismatches. You like to have the personnel for every situation.
Blunt can't get it to go. Irving for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Kyrie is a real menace. He's a talented marksman who can bury you with threes.
And he lobs it up.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Pass to the general. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Clever feed by Kyrie Irving, moving the ball to a teammate with a quality look.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Outside Barnes. 5 to shoot. Here's Blunt. Williams grabs the board.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Lets the 3 fly. Drills it from deep. He has 6.
And you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Pass to Blunt. Barnes with it. And stolen by Williamson.
Yeah, boy.
On the attack, Green. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4. Something Zion Williamson was at the forefront of. was helping arena workers affected by the COVID pandemic. He set an unbelievable example with his generosity.
Here's Jokic, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
I just love the ball.
And Toronto calls time here. And you're referring to Zion's pledge to pay the salaries of so many workers furloughed during that trying time.
NBA, Zion's effort led to a lot of other NBA players following suit. It was great to see just how much NBA players care about their communities and the people behind the scenes.
And it's the Raptors with the ball. The Pacers making their last shot. Pass to Blunt. Here's Cooper. Green covering, looking to end the run. Here's Blunt, second chance shot. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Both shots good from the strike. Indiana's gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Pass to the general. Fires from deep. Second chance effort. And the layup is good by Williamson.
The big story thus far, how well they shot.
The Raptors have gone only 1 of 5 so far. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Barnes. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Williamson. Butler with a steal. Pass to Cooper. The teardrop rejected by Jokic.
Assertive defense from Jokic, using all of his reach to get on top of the shot and deny it. Yeah, when you make your mid-range shots, you force your opponents to adjust.
And you know, the adjustment should have already been made. They know he's a good shooter.
And Williamson throws it down.
This is why Williamson's teammates love him. He makes them look good on these alley-oops.
Pass to Barnes. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
The Pacers have got 7 of 8 in the basket. The general. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Here's Cooper. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Up top, Barnes. Over Williamson. Barnes, no good. Indiana has gone 4 of 5 from distance here in the first quarter. Pass to the general. To the wing, right side. Irving for 3. Barnes with the rebound. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To the inside. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's the general. Offensive rebound, Pacers. And he's going for the lob. And the dunk by Jokic.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
And so it's Indiana going into the break up 12. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach to... And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
Also, their passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Jaren Jackson out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Ben Simmons, and it's Giddey in at the 2-guard spot. That's 5 for the Pacers.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Thanks, guys. Well, the general, their last time out against the Celtics, just played phenomenal. He had 29 points and was locked in from distance. It was impressive. And with the whole team rolling, he has to be proud that he's been such a contributor to that success. Guys?
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
Another shot, and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
To the middle. To the right side. Three-pointer. That shot off the mark. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game with the Nets. It's the second game of 3 on the road. Down low. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Jones, he's checked in for Ayton. Here's Blunt. Well, Grant, some first-time head coaches coming in this season. Can that be tricky, making that transition 1 seat over to the head job?
Well, they have a lot of basketball experience amongst them. A different role, though, brings different responsibilities, so it will be an adjustment, but I think they'll do fine.
Simmons with the bucket. And the Pacers lead by 18.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Siakam outside. Over Jackson. Siakam, no good. Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc in the second quarter. And there's the drive.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Jones. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Here's Blunt.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Driving in, and he jams it home with authority.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play. Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
We've got 1:28 left in the first half of basketball.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Drives to the hoop. Here's the general. It's good. 19 points in the game.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
And Toronto calls time here. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
They failed to create enough good looks. The ball movement just wasn't quite where it needed to be.
You know, they take 1 step forward, 2 steps back, and exercise in frustration.
Both teams will make substitutions. Siakam against Williamson. Baseline jumper. Here's Barnes, and it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Indiana. The Raptors making a switch here. 1:02 left in the second period. Here's the general. 29 points for him last game against the Celtics in Boston.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
Williamson against Barnes. Pass to Farrell. Back to Barnes. Here's Cooper. He's guarded by Irving. Clock at 4. Here's Farrell. And the Raptors miss again.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot.
just missed it. Here's the general. And a two-handed jam.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
Yes, it's good.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's the general. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's the Pacers delivering the blowout. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. Scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Indiana's gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. So for Toronto right now.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Pass to Barnes. Shoots from 12. Pacers with a rebound. With the drive. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Here's Cooper. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Up and lays it in nice and easy.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
The general. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. He's got 27.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
To the paint. Here's Jokic. Tries again. And it's good on the layup. Jokic has got 6.
I love how Jokic is just relentless on the glass. His effort level has been special.
Barnes with it. Green picks him up. Pass to Cooper. Now here's Butler. Oh, there's the alley. From the arc. They get the rebound. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Here's the general. He's got 27. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Right side Barnes. With the floater. And he sinks the layup. He's got 11.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Jimmy Butler, one of the great two-way wings we have. Some call him the most complete wing. Hard to argue with the defense he plays.
The Raptors have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Outside Butler. And out of bounds, the Pacers will take it.
Into the lineup for the Raptors.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Pass to the general. And he goes in for the dunk.
He's putting the team on his back. Incredible scoring performance thus far.
And with Butler in his defense, he is a menace. Brings intensity and energy every game.
Also add the versatility with who he can guard. Always a threat to come up with a steal. He's an elite defender.
And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
For Indiana, they've gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. And the general gets it to go.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's Barnes on the wing. side. Here's Bowman. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Elevating his playmaking over time, Siakam recognizes when his teammates have clean looks.
Now here's Jackson. He's guarded by Barnes.
And they've been pretty meticulous offensively. That's only their second turnover of the game. And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
The Raptors have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. They double him with Aiden. Here's Farrell. Pure from three-point range.
Their offense sort of clawing back to respectability. Let's see if they can keep building on this.
The General. Off target from three-point range. Toronto's gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. Into the lane. And it's Bowman missing.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Pacers. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. For Toronto, they've gone 7 of 10 here in the second half. Ayton against Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. Ayton with the defensive effort. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Pacers just dominating this one. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Ben Simmons, and it's Giddey in at the 2 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Jones with the block. Pass to Giddey. With efforts to grow the game in Europe, Asia, and Africa, really everywhere from the NBA. Grant, how do you see the future of this game?
Well, I think it lies in the young international stars. I mean, you see guys like Luka and Nikola Jokic from Europe and Joel Embiid from Africa. I think we'll see more and more of that as the league and the popularity of basketball grows overseas. I mean, those guys will have the drive and the examples to succeed overseas.
Pass to the General. Back to Simmons. Here's Giddey. Here's the General. Back to Simmons. Indiana needs to get a shot off. The General. Three-pointer off the mark. And for the Raptors, they're shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Defended by Gobert and stolen by Gobert. Pass to Giddey. Here's the General. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. Soft touch off the glass. Jones has gotten 4 this quarter.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times. I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
The Raptors have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Simmons defending. Pass to Bowman. Over Gobert. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Here's the general. Oh, a rip-rattling two-handed jam.
He has taken it upon himself to score the ball as much as possible for his team. He's not looking to pass it right now.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Bowman. That one doesn't drop. And Indiana will come the other way. On the wing, Jones. Here's the general. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
A minute 53 left in the fourth. Pass to Farrell. To win the run. It's blocked by Gobert.
What a block by Gobert. You expect that from a player who has led the league in blocks.
Here's the general. He takes it in. And that one drops. He's got 44.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Pacers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series. And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Steps back and shoots. No good. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. From deep. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time.
The pass-first nature of Simmons. Fantastic job scanning the floor and finding the open teammates.
34 seconds left in the game. From 11 feet away. Pass to Bowman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Looking to end the drought. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Something's off about him this quarter.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
The general.
50.
Oh, another one falls.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. And so Indiana takes this one by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Syarat Salahap.
What's up, everybody? This is the Professor. You're watching 2K TV.
Welcome to this special summer edition of NBA 2K TV. I'm Chris Manning here at 2K Studios.
And I'm Alexis Morgan from sunny Las Vegas at Summer League. And it's a very special Summer League because it is NBA 2K23 Summer League. We caught up with some fans and, of course, the NBA draft picks.
Well, I'm sad I couldn't be there physically because I love Summer League. We get to see our first glimpse at the future of the NBA, and for those players, it's their first opportunity to get scanned into the
2K TV. Now, you were just scanned for NBA 2K23. Can you describe what the process was like?
I've never seen that many cameras in one setting before, but you know, it was a lot of fun just knowing that I'm going to actually be in a video game.
I've been playing 2K since I was a kid, so now like getting my face scanned and not having to worry about making a player, actually being in the game, I can't even describe it. Like, it doesn't feel real. Oh, the first thing I do when I turn on 2K23, I'm going to roster, going to my player, I'm going to edit, and he will have 99 everything and every badge.
You know, when you get into the NBA, you get an NBA logo above your player. So when you hop into the park now, you're going to be stalked by a lot of other people in the 2K community. How's that going to feel?
That's what I just asked about, actually, getting a logo, because I remember playing with guys like DeAndre Ayton. He loaded into my park, and I'm in college playing with my friends. I was like, let's go chase DeAndre Ayton. Like, we're just sitting around like NBA players in our park.
Yeah, I know. I'm definitely finna step my game up. Can't be losing with the logo over my head. I know people gonna be coming at me, so I'm gonna step it up a little bit.
I think it would be cool just to interact with the fans and different people. I think that's gonna be a dope experience as well.
What does the game have to get right? Because you have a very unique look. So what do they need to get perfectly in the game?
I think it's going to be difficult because of my hair. I'm going to be changing it a lot, so hopefully they can be updating that, just the overall look.
I pretty much said my face. I need my face to be clear.
Okay, so your face over any moves that you have?
Probably my shooting motion and my jumping ability.
If you were going to select a perfect My Team, with you included, you had to pick 4 other players, past or present. Who are you picking?
Curry at the point guard. Shooting guard, Michael Jordan. Small forward, me. Tim Duncan at the power forward. And center, Hakeem Olajuwon.
A lot of people don't select Tim Duncan. I think for how great he is, I was just about to say he's underrated. But he's like one of the best power forwards of all time, like top 2, top 3, maybe 1.
Maybe 1.
Well, you gotta say that now because you're a company man.
Maybe nah. This ain't mine.
We're here at 2K23 House of Greatness at Summer League, where NBA players and some of the 2K community are checking out 2K23 for the very first time. Cade, what do you think about NBA 2K23 so far?
I like it. I like the animations.
What are the biggest differences?
And yeah, I like the graphics too. I feel like the faces look a little more clear, look more realistic. So it's cool. I like the game so far.
Since we talked to you last, you got scanned in NBA 2K22.
Yeah.
What has your life been like, and what is it like kind of seeing yourself in the video game every single day?
Yeah, it's crazy. I've always tried to like dream of being in the game, but now whenever I see like a real face scan version of me, it's still surreal. So it's been a lot going on. It's been a while since I got in the game, but life is good. Life is good for sure.
Any critique of yourself in the video game? Anything we could do better?
I just wish my jumper was a little more consistent, but maybe I got to show something this season. We'll see though. But maybe on this one we can get my jumper a little better.
All right.
We'll see.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
Of NBA 2K23. What do you think of the game thus far?
I'm just happy to be able to play the game. It's a dope experience, so happy to be here.
The first time we talked to you was in 2019. You were just drafted. You were in the game for the first time. How has your life changed since then?
Actually, I'm better on the game now. I'm better in real life. I'm better on the game.
Okay, so. Better in all aspects.
Exactly, for sure. Got a daughter now, so things are it's good.
When are we going to see you on a cover of NBA 2K?
By 2K27.
Okay, I like that.
Let's do it.
Are you ready to go get my team card? Let's see how it turned out. Let's go.
The Pacers sporting a good look as they came through the tunnel earlier. We'll see if they look that good when they take their home court shortly. The tallest building in the state of Indiana, the Chase Tower. Rising high above our location today at Bankers Life Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Cunningham is out there with Weber, and it's Springer in at the 2 spot. And for the Pacers, they've got Irving. The general is out there with Williamson. And it's Green, and it's Jokic in at the 5. I always think about the first-year players, Clark, when it's this early in the season. There must be a lot going on in a rookie's head right during his first few NBA games.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. In many ways, rookies are drinking out of a fire hose. From the time summer league starts, training camp, and now you get into the season, the games are coming, new places, new teams, scouting reports, all of that. It could be a bit overwhelming. And regardless of your talent level, every young player has to go through it and figure out how he can best handle the transition.
Here's Springer. Over Williamson. Springer can't get it to go. Here's Irving. And he gets the bucket.
Irving, excellent at converting with either hand. He's got a special talent for finishing in the lane.
About a minute played so far here in the first. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. I asked him what his main focus will be to try and slow down Kyrie Irving's production. Coach told me with Kyrie, you can't give him space to create, ever. So we'll sense the doubles and make sure we don't let him get comfortable. Well, that's as good an approach as any, I suppose. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. When you look at Zion Williamson's impressive scoring output, what also strikes you, Greg, is his field goal percentage.
Yeah, I mean, this guy hits at just around 60%. Safe to say Zion isn't wasting many looks. He just attacks inside where few men can slow him down. And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Cunningham. The Pacers pull it in. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Here's Springer. They double him with Green. Springer, the pass to Hickman. Kicks it to Weber. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Jokic inside, guarded by Weber. Jokic with the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Springer. They get the rebound. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Here's Hickman. Misses off the right eye. And it's Indiana's ball. They've outscored him 16 points to 2. Not slowing down. Jokic. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
So it's the Spurs now. They trail by 16. Springer, the pass to Weber. Here's Springer. We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. 5 on the clock. Here's Hickman. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Kasevichus. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Williamson kicks to Green. Here's Kasevichus. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. 40 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Springer, the pass to Hickman. Got a piece of it. Green in the post. It was on him. It's blocked. Here's Springer. Guarded by Green. Passes it to Springer. Back to Lewis. From 13, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Indiana Pacers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Pacers here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Indiana, we've got Jaren Jackson. Also the general out there. Simmons is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Giddey in at the two guard. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the general in his last time out against the Raptors was phenomenal. He tallied 50 points. And all game long, he seemed like he couldn't miss from outside the arc, converting many times from distance. Very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. No, he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
There's the pass to Carr. Collins trying to break free. San Antonio again missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. It falls in 2 points from the general.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Takes the 13-footer. That's short off the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Simmons passes to the general. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First team foul.
And in 2021, we saw Tim Duncan enter the Hall of Fame with others. You think of his iconic bank shot. Clark, why don't more players, you think, perfect that shot?
Well, you know what? Shots that are that iconic are really hard to master. So I think some legends have just perfected something that few others can master in the same way. That's part of it. And then the other part of it is that the game is so different now. It's a three-point shooting game. You don't necessarily need a signature shot. If you can shoot it from deep and drive it, then you can play in today's NBA.
But we come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Best. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this point. Man.
I'm sorry. That's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be the game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Spurs passing it around to the paint. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
There's Kasevicius. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Jackson against Lewis. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Green, he's checked in for Indiana. Irving comes in for Ben Simmons. Off the inbound. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first personal.
The Spurs shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
Zion Williamson's checked in for Jackson. Weber, he's checked in for San Antonio.
And when it comes to handling the rock, Irving is second to none.
Greg, could not agree with you more. He is special in the highest form of special. Great ball handling skills, finishing ability with both hands. I don't know if I've seen a better finisher under 6'3" in the history of the league. You might have somebody in mind, but nobody's been better than Kyrie Irving, finishing and getting it done with his handles and skills.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Here's Springer, covered by Williamson. And they get it. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
29 seconds left here in the second. Here's Springer. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Dean. And Jones pulls it down.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
1 second left. He's off on that one. And so it's the Indiana Pacers with a massive lead of 30 points here at... And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And you know the General has been really making it happen, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
On the floor for San Antonio, Weber is out there with Cunningham. And it's Hickman in at the 5 down low.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Here's Springer. That shot off, and Indiana will go the other way with it.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the board has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's Kasevicius. He's got 22. Here's Jokic. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Jokic has got 6.
Around the hoop, Nikola is deadly. Great touch from Jokic there.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Springer the pass to Weber. Here's Springer. Jokic defending. 5 to shoot. Looking to get back on track here. And he lays it up and in.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
Yeah, they want to get the half off to a quick start, and they know who to go to.
The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Springer. Over Jokic. Here's Hickman. Goes up again. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Indiana's gone 5 of 9 when they put up a three-point shot tonight. Passes to the general. Jacks up a three. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his third assist on the night.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irving has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Here's Springer, covered by Irving. Springer can't get it to go. And so it's Irving who brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. The pass to the general. Floats it up for Williamson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Springer, the pass to Cunningham. San Antonio again missing. Clark, so unique to have a 7-footer like Jokic who makes everyone around him better.
He is so much fun to watch. And he does make everybody better because he plays the game simply and effectively. He once said, a point makes you happy, but an assist makes you and your teammate happy. How about that? Jokic could probably average double-digit assists anytime he wants to. And I think it might happen before his career is done.
Pass to Hickman. Weber against Irving. Weber can't hit. And it's the Pacers' ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. The general passes to Green. Irving from long range. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game. Who is outside? Here he goes. Springer, good.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
The Pacers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. 52 seconds left in the third.
Difficult to guard and pick and roll. Zion's combination of mobility and quickness along with that strength just so lethal.
Pass to Weber. The fadeaway. The Pacers pull it in. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Driving the lane. They get it back. The kick out to Irving. Here's Kasevicius. He's got 25. Floats it up for Jokic. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Well, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Here's Springer. Passes it to Hickman. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 6.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
And so it's Indiana with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team just moments ago.
Nobody holds the ball. Not even 1,001. You catch it, it's a shot, it's a drive or pass, whatever you got.
Specific instructions from Greg Popovich. If you don't have a clean look, making some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Gobert. And it's the general in for Jones. San Antonio making a switch here. They've got Sabonis. Trent's out there with the general. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Giddey in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Indiana. From 11 feet away. And the shot is long. Simmons passes to the general. There's the 3. Good on the triple.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Olney, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.
Alright, next game. Brooklyn Nets.
For those of you who joined us for our inaugural 2K TV Tuesday event, thank you for helping us make it a huge success. We were there competing and checking out all the action, and you all rocked it. But there was one that stood out above the rest. The 2K TV Tuesday MVP goes to XX Stowski, who won 98 games during our event. Congratulations. Keep it up, and we'll see you for more event action in 2K23.
It's your boy Dan Rube. Many of you guys know me from doing dances throughout the few years. They put my jump shot in the game like 2 years ago, so everybody did my jump shot because it's wet. Don't be jealous. Did your jump shot in the game? No.
Alright.
Thanks for joining us midweek here. Tonight, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Hey, Allie.
Brian, thank you. Well, James Harden's one-on-one scoring ability is unsurpassed. He said, quote, "I honestly can't tell you what I'm thinking. Nothing's predetermined. I just need one advantage. Whatever the defense gives me, I take it, and greatness happens after that." Thoughts?
He is deadly, Allie. Thank you. Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. And for Indiana, they've got Nikola Jokic. Green out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Zion Williamson. And it's the general in at the three, the small forward. And a new rookie class to watch here early in the season, Grant. How long should we wait to evaluate a rookie's play, you think?
Well, BA, I think you have to give them a pass their whole first year. It just takes a minute to adjust and acclimate. And a lot depends on the age of the rookie as well.
Garland, no good. And here are the Pacers now. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It'll be on Zion Williamson.
First team foul. Shooting for Brooklyn. Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. Indiana on offense. Having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
And in that game, it wasn't just the starters who played a big part. They got a ton of points off the bench.
When you get that kind of a complete effort, that's a game you're going to win far more often than not.
Green covering. Pass to Garland. Over Green. Just 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Garland, no good. Indiana on offense. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
Talent-wise, they've got the upper hand. I mean, they won every matchup between these teams last year.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to the general. Now here's Irving. Guarded by Garland. Let's go with a three. And again, it's Indiana with a three.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
But if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Now here's Garland. 33 points last game. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate. Boy, and when it comes to providing leadership, everyone tackles it a little bit differently. Irving isn't that Kevin Garnett type motivator. He's not going to talk all game like Chris Paul. This guy leads with his play.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game. What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Timeout call, Brooklyn. And what we've seen is guys want to play alongside Irving.
Yeah, people who know him best vouch for him and will even join a team partly because of him. Plus, this guy is so insanely talented. You know when he's on, he gives you the best chance to win.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. To stop the run. And he lays it up and in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
On the take. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Darius Garland playing the role of ball distributor to perfection. Pretty pass.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's the general. 6 points for him. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Brooklyn trailing. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Garland with the ball, and Jokic picks him up defensively, and the shot is good by Garland.
Well, the point guard IQ of Darius Garland. In pick and roll, you've got to be able to make great decisions, and he does.
Knocks down the long J.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
That one is off. Green with the defensive effort. Here he goes. And the general gets it to go. 13 points in the game.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Irving against Garland. There's 49 seconds left in the opening quarter. From outside the arc. The shot no good. So Indiana will take it the other way. Ooh, poked away. Irving, the pass to Jokic. And they double up Jokic. Here's Irving. Another one falls for Indiana.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Brooklyn's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Covered by Jokic. The floater. And it's finished off by Garland as he lays it in. Garland's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, that's how you use the floater. Darius Garland gets into his bag.
The three. The general, no good. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. The Pacers out in front. They lead by 12. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. Just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Quite a position here for the Pacers to be in. What do you guys think?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
On the floor for Brooklyn.
Thanks, guys. Well, the general of their last time out against the Spurs was all business. He contributed 28 points, and he was red hot from beyond the arc, raining down a ton of threes. He had his handprint all over that game. Put up some big numbers. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, BA. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Here's Pritchard. Well, you hear about the importance of confidence. You think that was something you always had as a player, Grant, or did you have to build that up?
Well, I mean, success ultimately does breed confidence, and I had success, fortunately, at a young age. So you have to understand you have to always attack, and you always have to believe in yourself, no matter what the situation.
Here's Pritchard. What, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Dinwiddie outside. Clock at 6. Here's Strus. And the Nets get it back. Indiana's gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Here's Jackson. Shot misses. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
That's a game they know they probably could have won. And had a few more things gone their way, they would have.
You know what? The stats certainly look good. But the fact of the matter is they couldn't deliver in the clutch moments. And that's something you've got to figure out moving forward.
Ayton. It's tipped. Tries again. And it's rejected. And again, it's the Nets missing for Indiana. They've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Quarter 2, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Strus. Got a hand on it. And they're pushing it up. Here's Giddey. Lays it up and banks it in.
3 straight baskets in transition now. They've got to put a stop to that trend.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Pritchard. 2 minutes remaining. The layup off target.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Pass to Ayton. Here's the general. Back to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Timeout called. Brooklyn
trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Substitutions here. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Covered by Williamson. Pass to Garland. To end the drought. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
How fast off the floor is Darius Garland? Just showing you that tremendous leaping ability.
When he first came into the NBA, Grant, Darius Garland was a little bit of a mystery. He only played 5 games in college because of an injury, but it didn't stop the Cavs from taking him with the big overall in 2019.
And that's how obvious his talent was. It was clear his offensive skill set could translate to the NBA. And when you've got a guy who can shoot over the defense or can get into the lane and finish, you can't pass him up, no matter how many games he played in college.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the bucket by the Pacers.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
To the inside. Here's Green. Yes. Rebound by the Nets.
Well, they get into the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
A little mid-range shot is up. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
This guy plays with such confidence and ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Driving inside. Outside Irving. Pass to Green. Lets it fly from 18. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Irving's got his second basket.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Fires it. Misses the jumper.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And so it's Indiana sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with a fit. For the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Indiana has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. They've got Green. Nikola Jokic is out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's the general in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for the Pacers. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Did you guys feel that? When Zion slams it, the floor shakes.
Garland against Irving. And stolen by Jokic. Oh, and a fast break for the Pacers. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
Jalen Green, 1 shot.
Throw good. Green. And here's Garland. 6 points for him. Pass to Smith. His first shot attempt. Misses off the right iron. Indiana on offense. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. And that starts a 4-game road trip for them. Irving up top. Here's the general. 5 on the clock. Down low. Williamson passes to Jokic. Here's the general. No good on the triple. Brooklyn shooting an unimpressive 30% in this game so far. And he's going for the oop. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. The Pacers again can't hit.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Now here's Smith. He's guarded closely. And the bucket is good.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
The general. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
He's guarded by Irving. Here's Garland. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Assisted by
Garland's got 8 points.
Boy, how about the nimbleness to overcome the defense inside. Darius Garland makes his opportunities.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
This guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
So both teams making some changes here. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this 3rd quarter. Dinwiddie outside. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Strus. Takes a 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Here's the general. Oh, it's stolen away.
Minutes remaining in the 3rd. 2 minutes.
4-3. Knocks down the triple. Pritchard's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Here's the general. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Pritchard. Simmons defending. Now here's Dinwiddie. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Pass to Strus. The 3 is up. And Ayton pulls it down. The Pacers have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the 3rd. Here's the general. Covered by Smith. Here's the general. 24 points for him. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Jackson gets the bucket.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Dinwiddie with it. Pass to Strus from deep. The shot that time not on target.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
That one off the back iron and out. Brooklyn's gone only 1 of 4 from 3-point land in the 3rd quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. There's the block. There's 14 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Smith left side. Second shot opportunity. Yes, on the jumper. Smith's got 6. Here's the general. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist.
The pass-first nature of Simmons. Fantastic job scanning the floor and finding the open teammate.
And so it's Indiana already up 20. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Nets as we get the 4th quarter going. Peyton Pritchard is out there with James Harden. Then it's Marquise Chris, and it's Tilly in at the 4. Outside for Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
Oh, an athletic move by James Harden. Beating the D and then rubbing it in their face with the slam.
Here's the general. Here's Jones. Nice assist, a nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Now Harden. Pass to Pritchard. Jacks up a 3. It doesn't go for him.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's the general. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
All night. He just won't let up.
Here's Harden. Chris with the ball. Back to Harden. And he lobs it up top. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. To the middle. And it's Giddey missing.
And the idea was good, but the execution severely lacking.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Back to Pritchard. No luck on that one. Good D by Simmons. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Pass to Chris. Outside Harden. To the paint. They need this. And the basket by Chris.
Well, you love the aggressiveness. Chris not drifting around on the outside. He's getting it done in the painted area.
Down low. Here's Jones. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Jones has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Harden. Jones grabs the board. The Pacers have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the 4th. Here's the general. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
There's a minute 54 left in the 4th quarter. Pritchard, no good.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And the shot goes down.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Pass to Harden. It's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. Brent? And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Dorisburg, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. So long and good night, everyone.
Alright guys, shoutout po ulit sa inyo lahat. Ang pagbabalik ng paglalaro ng 2K22 Portland.
think of NBA 2K23 so far?
It was dope. Right away looking at it, you could see the graphic upgrades. You know, like sometimes in the past people be like, oh, it's 2K, it's always pretty good, but like this one was exceptional. Right when I looked at it, I had like double take. I'm like, this is a real game? Like,
So you're getting scanned today. How excited are you about that?
I'm super excited because A, now I get to play as myself in the game, and I'm gonna start playing more than I do normally. And then B, I have history with 2K. So from 2K7 to 2K12, we did a lot of like the signature moves for a lot of like the NBA All-Stars and stuff like that. So to come back here and be in collaboration is awesome.
The game is actually really smooth. I like it. They slowed it down a little bit. It's more realistic. Until I get in the park and I max out 99 overall, we'll see what really happens.
Corey, we're here at NBA 2K23 Summer League. How's your Summer League been thus far?
It's dope so far. I just landed, kind of came straight into this, played a game of 2K, and just kind of mingling around and checking out the scene. And it's like good vibes in here, so I'm happy.
You are getting a taste of NBA 2K23 for the first time. What do you think of the gameplay?
Super dope. Like the last one, I was a little like it was a little hard for me on free throws, but this one it seems like they made it a little bit easier for your boy. So I don't know, I'm super hyped. They said it was like an early version of the game, so super excited to see where it goes. But so far so good.
Anything else you want to talk about 2K related?
I'm super excited for the new game. I love the covers. I love that like D-Book has his shoe like kind of like the focal point in it, and it says "Be Legendary," and I think he's a legend. Just signed like a crazy extension. I love like the women's cover. Love the Michael Jordan cover. You might see some Circulate in the new game. Super excited for that, and yeah, like shout out to the whole 2K family, and thank you for always having me be a part.
What's up, guys? We're here with Sunil, and we are talking NBA 2K23. You recently got into the game since NBA 2K17. What are you excited about for this year's game?
Well, for the first time, I got my face scan.
Yeah.
So I guess getting to play as me and my player, because I usually only play my player. So I guess that, but then also, since I'm from Chicago, I am a Bulls fan. So the legendary version, I think, the cover was MJ, so I'm pretty excited about that too.
What's your my player?
I actually made a center because my friend told me that it was like the easiest to kind of do.
So you go the easy route?
Yeah. I'm new to basketball, so you know, I'm just trying to do the easy stuff first.
Well, it looks like you had a great time out there at Summer League.
We had a blast, but it's time to get back to the studio because we've got a game to finish.
Ooh, 2K23 right around the corner. While you were out there in Vegas, I was catching up with some of the dev team to share some insights on NBA 2K23. I can't wait to share it with all of you.
Until then, make sure you're following us on social media. We're at NBA2K_2KTV.
We'll see you soon, and enjoy the game.
Bye.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Irving is out there with Green. Then there's Williamson. And there's the general. And it's Jokic in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Portland, they've got Daniel Gafford. And it's Manning in at the 4. And for teams already exceeding expectations, Greg, their spirits are running sky high right now.
And it's such a great feeling to come out strong. But it's hard to maintain that consistency. The teams that do, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strengths.
And it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. Pass to Man. There's the triple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Indiana. It's a three-point game. Looking at the Trailblazers. Trailblazers, they took the last win in their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of this game. First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And the pass to the general. Inside, Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
I just don't think that Jokic is ever in a hurry out there, which helps in that set.
Takes a 3. He doesn't hit that one. So Indiana will take it the other way. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
You just love it when you can pick up those extra possessions, and Zion's the guy you want doing that.
Here's Servetus, covered by Williamson. Servetus passes to Mann. Clock is at 3. The Pacers pull it in. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Yep, made the defense work extremely hard and did a nice job of getting any advantage they could against a team that shot it well.
And so here's Portland following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Looking to end the run. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. They'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he hits the first of 3. Portland trailing here. They've got Daniel Gafford. And it's Vassell in at the 2-guard. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Manning. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Indiana. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the General, in his last time out against the Nets, played superb basketball. He dropped in 34 points, and he was really dialed in from three-point land, making a lot of long ones. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
And Indiana making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Plenty of daylight on that shot. The Generals got the lead up to 7 now for the Pacers.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Gafford. The shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Pass to the General. There's a lob to Jackson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Here's Westbrook after the basket by Jaren Jackson. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Gafford throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
at this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And the basket by Vassell.
Say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Jackson gets the bucket.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The pass to Gafford. To the middle. Here's Falls. And Jones sends it back. Simmons against Westbrook. 1:56 left to play here in the half. No good from the general. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's Vassell. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. Another shot. And Simmons with the rebound.
Good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
It's good from long range.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. To Servetus. Six on the shot clock. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. And yes, it's good. 15 points in the game. 59 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Gusevicius. And Indiana, another 3.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Here's Servetus. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Williamson. Here's Gusevicius. Softly drops in the floater. And the Pacers lead by 15.
Zion plays within the system. Right there, very unselfish.
Passes it to Servetus. Here's Mann. Here's Servetus. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
Here's Mann. Off target from outside. And so it's the Indiana Pacers riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And you look at the 2021 draft class, just some unbelievable talent at the top.
I mean, Cade Cunningham, for me, probably is the consensus best player. But, man, you got guys like Suggs and Green and Kuminga with that rare athleticism. And how about Mobley? He really defines what a modern-day big is supposed to be. I mean, what more could you want?
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. We've got Green. Williamson out there with the general, and it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. Now, here's Gafford. Clock at 4. Here's Servidis. Sweet little floater.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Pacers leading by 16. Pass to the general. Inside, here's Williamson, and Williamson throws it down.
One thing Zion's learning to do is just set better screens. It's so effective for the offense.
We've been seeing that really big men in the NBA now for some time, but Zion Williamson raised the bar when it came to that department.
Well, there's no doubt about it, and it's this combination that is so strange for people to have to wrap their heads around when you get on the floor with them. You're standing eye to eye to him if you're 6'5", and you don't realize the power, the strength, the quickness off the floor, the ability to put the ball down on the deck. I mean, he's just something that you don't see every day. It's the reason why Zion's one of the more special players in the league. Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Here's Kasevicius. It's 3 quarters off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 15. Here's Klein. The second effort. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Nice work at the line so far, going 5 for 5. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Vassell's checked in. Then for the Pacers, Ayton comes in for Jokic, and it's Jackson in for Williamson. That one is no good. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Pacers. They led by as many as 18 points. And it's Ayton missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
And so it's Indiana with it. Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Green left side. Here's Kasevicius. He's got 14. 6 to shoot. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Servidis passes to Gafford. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Grimes. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Indiana leading by 11 to the inside. A shot's good from Irving. Irving's got 5.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Gafford trying to break free.
No, sir. Jackson Jr.'s shot blocking abilities, part of why he was a top 5 pick back in 18.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Servidis. Some solid defense from Ayton.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Portland with the ball. After the 3 moments ago from the general. Ball controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
The pass to the general. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Trailblazers trail by 16. Here's Servidis going inside, and good that time. Servidis has got 4 points this quarter.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
And they pick up 2. He has 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And he drops it in from the low post.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half. 3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Guarded by Jackson. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Down low. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got his second bucket of the night.
He's a pretty high percentage shooter from there. Ayton's size and touch, it's a pretty tough combo to go against.
Here's Servetus, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Indiana with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Trailblazers trail by 19. Here's man. Ball covered by Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Shot from the top of the key, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
And for Indiana, Williamson out there with Jokic. And there's the general. Then there's Irving. And it's Simmons in at the 1.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain, close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
Klein covered by Williamson. To the paint. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Indiana.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Trailblazers. In Indiana with the change here too. Green's checked in. Shots good from the general.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found the comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Man passes to Westbrook.
And he pulls off the lady to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Pacers leading by 19. Here's Kasevicius. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone. Here's man. Pass to Manning. Just 5 to shoot. Green with the rebound.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Here's man. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Feeds it to Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
And some pinball action out there as defenders just bouncing off of Williamson on that throw.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. To the inside. Manning. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's Kasevicius. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 27 points for the general.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. And Portland making a change here.
Boom.
Here's Servetus. Klein, defended by Sabonis. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that drops in from beyond the arc. Three-pointer from the General. The General's got 30.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Passes it to Mann. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Gusevicius. Misses the shot. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Alright. Okay ko, malapit tayo mag-last game. Wow.
What's up, everybody? This is the Professor. You're watching 2K TV.
Welcome to this special summer edition of NBA 2K TV. I'm Chris Manning here at the 2K Studios.
And I'm Alexis Morgan from sunny Las Vegas at Summer League. And it's a very special Summer League because it is NBA 2K23 Summer League. We caught up with some fans and, of course, the NBA draft picks.
Well, I'm sad I couldn't be there physically because I love Summer League. We get to see our first glimpse at the future of the NBA, and for those players, it's their first opportunity to get scanned into the game.
Yeah, we were there with them as they were getting scanned. Definitely a huge milestone, but it is hot in here, so let's take a look at the footage. Welcome to 2K TV. Now, you were just scanned for NBA 2K23. Can you describe what the process was like?
I've never seen that many cameras in one setting before, but, you know, it was a lot of fun just knowing that I'm going to actually be in a video game.
I've been playing 2K since I was a kid, so now, like, getting my face scanned and not having to worry about making a player, actually being in the game, I can't even describe it. Like, it doesn't feel real. Oh, the first thing I do when I turn on 2K23, I'm going to roster, going to my player, I'm going to edit, and he will have 99 everything and every badge.
You know, when you get into the NBA, you get an NBA logo above your player, so when you hop into the park now, you're going to be stalked by a lot of other people in the 2K community. How's that going to feel?
That's what I just asked about, actually, getting a logo, because I remember playing with guys like DeAndre Ayton. He loaded into my park, and I'm in college playing with my friends. I was like, let's go chase DeAndre Ayton. Like, we're just sitting around like NBA players in our park.
Yeah, I know. I'm definitely finna step my game up. Can't be losing with the logo over my head. I know people are going to be coming at me, so I'm going to step it up a little bit.
I think it would be cool just to interact with the fans and different people. I think that's going to be a dope experience as well.
What does the game have to get right? Because you have a very unique look. So what do they need to get perfectly in the game?
I think it's going to be difficult because of my hair. I'm going to be changing it a lot, so hopefully they can be updating that. Just the overall look.
I pretty much said my face. I do my face.
Guys,
so your face over any moves that you have?
Probably my shooting motion, and my jumping ability.
If you were going to select the perfect My Team, with you included, you had to pick 4 other players, past or present. Who are you thinking?
Curry at the point guard. Shooting guard, Michael Jordan. Small forward, me. Tim Duncan at the power forward. And center, Hakeem Olajuwon.
A lot of people select Tim Duncan. I think for how great, and he is, I was just going to say, he's underrated. But he's like, like one of the best power forwards of all time? Like top 2, top 3, maybe 1?
Maybe 1.
Well, you gotta say that now because you're a company man.
Maybe nah. This ain't mine.
We're here at 2K23 House of Greatness at Summer.
Okay guys, start tayo.
Let's meet your Sacramento Kings. At center, at 7'0", number 40. At power forward, standing 6'8", number 41. Number 41. The other forward position at 6'9", number 25, Apia. At guard, 6'3", number 5, De'Aaron Fox. Starting at shooting guard, standing 6'5". 0, Tyrese Halliburton. The head coach is Luke Walton. Fans, let's hear it for your Sacramento Kings.
Welcome, everyone. What better way to end the weekend than the NBA on 2K Sports? Hi, folks. Brian Anderson coming to you courtside with Chris Webber and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Allie, take it away.
Brian De'Aaron Fox holds it down for the Kings' hometown. Fox said, quote, Sacramento fought for this team, this franchise. That's why we will fight for these fans. We get overlooked or even disrespected, but we don't tolerate it. Guys, as he improves, you better watch out.
Indeed, they are hungry, Allie. Thank you. So a look at the starters for the Pacers. Nikola Jokic is out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's Green, then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's the general in at the 3. And for the Kings, and Chris, you were one of the few passing bigs in your day. Now it seems like we're seeing loads of front court players also being playmakers.
Well, first, BA, thank you, and give the coaches, the players, the systems a shout out, because bigs can make these plays too. Coaches understand that, and teammates understand that. It's led to a style of hoops we've seen. Floor spread, high energy, really fun to watch.
And it's the Kings to start out. Fox with the ball. Six on the shot clock. That shot is off. Great D that time from Irving. And he drives in. The general, no good. Here's Apia. The basket's good off the assist from Fox.
The assist, De'Aaron Fox.
Now here's Irving. Pass to the general. Inside, Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
He is just an excellent pick and roll option. Jokic always uses his high basketball IQ to find and execute the right play.
Here's Apia. Jokic grabs the board.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
Pass to the general. The 3 is up. With the second effort, and Jokic lays it up and in.
You gotta box out the big man, Jokic. When you don't, he makes you pay.
Green against Halliburton. To the middle. Here's Roy. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Here's the general. Last game with 30. Going inside. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Here's Fox. After the basket by Indiana. Here's Roy. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
The Pacers have gone 3 of 5 shooting so far. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Williamson, and the layup is good off the glass.
I can't think of a better call offensively. Get Zion the ball in the painted area and let him go to work.
Now Fox, in his last outing, 16 points for him. Over Jokic. Again, the Kings score.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
In some ways, De'Aaron Fox is a good lesson in patience for owners. He didn't explode out the gate after being picked 5th overall back in 2017. Yes. But after a long time, he has found his footing and looks spectacular out there on the floor. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Here's Roy. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Back to Avdia. It's out of bounds to Sacramento. And some changes here for the Pacers. DeAndre Ayton comes in for Nikola Jokic. And it's Jackson in for Zion Williamson. There's a minute 34 left to play in the first. Shot clock at 5. Here's Barrett, and there's the rejection. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
And the Pacers making a change here. .127 left in the first. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Indiana's gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. You know, Grant, in terms of improvement after his rookie year, you saw it across De'Aaron Fox's entire stat line.
Yeah, once he got comfortable in the league, he started going off. He increased his shooting and assist numbers and got himself nominated for Most Improved Player in 2019.
And so here's Sacramento, following the bucket by the Pacers.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
Oh, yeah, that's one of his go-to spots. I mean, you have to pressure him in that mid-range area.
Now here's Ayton. Pass to the general. Fires the 3. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Here's Terry. To the left side wing. Puts it up from the high post. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
He's just a solid shot blocker. I mean, Jackson's timing and instincts is what allows him to make an impact like right there.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
The shot. That shot off. And so it's the Indiana Pacers. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back after this word. Second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pacers?
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
Another positive has been their play in the paint offensively.
On the court for the Pacers, second quarter underway. Jaren Jackson out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Ben Simmons, and it's Giddey in a 2-guard.
Thanks, guys. Well, the general of their last time out against the Trailblazers was a man on a mission. He had 30 points and also did a lot of damage from long. His stat line was unreal. Impossible to repeat? I don't know. Coming off of that performance, you tell me. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, right. Now, I'm sure he wants to come out in attack mode. The other key for him is to continue to get to his spots on the floor.
Off target with the 3. Sacramento shooting just 38% for this game so far. Pass to Terry. Well, one thing we can take away from the 2021 season, the enjoyment that it brought to people during such a tough time, Chris.
You're right. Everyone was happy. Everybody was happy to have a full season. Even if you couldn't watch all the games in person, but I tell you what, it's just what you needed.
Now here's Simmons. This is the most they've led, 13 points. And the general gets it to go.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And this matchup with the Pacers, their first meeting of the season.
And with this matchup being East versus West, this is the first of only 2 meetings between these teams.
Yeah, it should be a fun game to watch. I mean, 2 teams that don't see each other that much. They'll learn a lot about each other tonight.
Out there. The Pacers making a switch here. Halliburton outside. Back to Fox. Can they get it? He can't get it to go. Good D by Simmons.
Now you got to respect the agility of De'Aaron Fox. He's so quick up and down the floor. He can slice right through the defense.
Rebounded by Halliburton.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And he recovers it. Avdia from outside. Zion Williamson grabs the miss.
Well, that's just a lucky break in the deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. The general, no good. Another thing about De'Aaron Fox's speed that you have to respect are his fast hands.
Never hesitates to punch the ball and strike with the ball any chance he gets. You got to keep it tight. No, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from 3-point range, and there's no hand in his face.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
Now here's Halliburton. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Jones with the block. In transition, here come the Pacers. Pass to the general. Outside Irving. Here's the general. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. 20 points for him.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
The basket looks as big as the ocean right now. I mean, that's how easy he's making it look.
Here's Avdia. Fox left side. Jones grabs the board. And here are the Pacers now. They're on a 13-3 run. And he makes it. Williamson's gotten his second bucket of the game.
I just love the ball.
Pass to Avdia. Back to Fox. 50 seconds left in the first half. There's the drive. And Fox powers it home.
Few players in the NBA have the burst that Fox does. He's so explosive when attacking the rim.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Ben Simmons.
Such a tricky cover inside. When Fox attacks like this, the defense responds with that same type of pressure.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Jokic is checked in for Jones. Jaren Jackson comes in for Williamson. And Green is subbed in for Simmons. And the General gets it to go.
I love seeing that kind of unselfishness. Irvin is proven to be a sensational teammate.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Barrett against Jokic. Here's Blevins over Green. Shot by Blevins, no good. Takes it inside, and it's good for 2.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. It's the Pacers running away with it. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Here's the General. Driving to the basket. Roy pulls it in. And it's Sacramento's ball. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game. And that game will conclude a 4-game homestand for them. And for Indiana, they've got Kyrie Irving, Zion Williamson out there with Nikola Jokic. Then it's Green, and it's the General in at the small forward position.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead. That works just like they drew it up until the part where he's short arms to lay.
Well, we hear about NBA players whose dads play in the league or overseas. But for Tyrese Halliburton, his father, John, was a referee.
I mean, that man, Tyrese, was exposed to the game at such a young age. His father, John, took him to basketball camps starting in preschool. And when you watch how Tyrese plays, it's obvious he has a great feel for the game.
Here's Roy. The Pacers making their last shot. Tries yet again. And the layup is good. 5 points in the game.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
From behind the arc. The General, no good. For Sacramento, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. It's Avdia on the wing. Fox with the ball. And Jokic picks him up defensively. Oh, Jokic with the block.
Assertive defense from Jokic, using all of his reach to get on top of the shot and deny it.
Here's the General. No good with the triple.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Avdia, good.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
The General. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Fox finds Halliburton. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Fox. Here's Avdia. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's the general. And that one is hammered home.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Sacramento has gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
In 2016, the NBA Players Association made history, voting to extend health insurance to retired players with at least 3 years of service. Chris Paul said, quote, "They paved the way for our game. This is just the little that we could do. Whenever my tenure is up as president of the union, that will be easily the greatest achievement." Brian?
Boy, that is big time, Allie. Good stuff there. Thank you for that.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Outside Barrett. Right around 3 minutes into this second half.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Good.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
Oh, man, so unselfish. He's doing a great job creating for others and making pinpoint passes.
And here are the Kings now, after the basket by Indiana. Here's Kaycock. Ooh, Ayton with the block. And he's able to get it back. Pass to Terry. Shot clock at 6. Over Jackson.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Shoots from 14. The shot comes out.
That's great for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Here's Terry. Green covering. Floats one. There's the steal. Here's the general. He's got 36 points. Yep, that one's good. He's got 38.
It's just been one of those nights from he got into the floor of the game and has not lost his touch.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter here. Three, Barrett. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento.
Well, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Yep, that one goes.
They're really working the paint now.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Terry. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
Pass to Kaycock to stop the drought. It's rebounded by Indiana. In transition, here they come. Here's the general.
Ay! Sayang. Boom!
And so it's the Indiana Pacers holding a massive 34-point lead to end the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, it's also called making a good read under understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
Whoops. Whoops.
Pacers substitution. At the line for the Pacers. Shooting just one.
And that one misses. And here's Fox. And so Indiana takes this one by a big margin. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Grant Hill, Chris Webber, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching tonight's presentation. So long, everyone.
Guys, 1 minute, tayo kapaalam na. Kapatay oras na lang po tayo. And hope to see you again. Lagi ko sa PS5 na. Teka. Mag-influence rate. Guys, malapit na. Alright guys, this video games and music signing off. God bless everyone. Bye bye.